Anyway, we're getting straight into today. Today we are talking about candlesticks. Now I'm going to be showing you guys on the charts what is a candlestick, what do they represent, how to read them, the different types of candlesticks you may find, all of that good stuff. That's what we're going to be focusing on today. We're not going to waste time. We're going to get straight into the charts because that's what it's about. We need you guys. We need you locked in. We need you to understand what these things are so you're able to apply what you've learned. So we're going to be looking at USD JPY. Actually, let's go to a different pair, man. Let's go to USD CAD. Let's go to USD CAD. We're going to be looking at USD CAD. So yeah, candlesticks, what do they represent? How do you guys actually read them? And all of that good stuff. So we are going to go on the charts. So we're on the charts right now and we're on the weekly time frame. I'm going to go lower on the 4 hour. Okay, so these things that you see on the charts, these candlesticks that you see on the charts, these are candlesticks. So a candlestick, first of all, what is a candlestick? Well, a candlestick is a visual representation of what price is doing. That is what a candlestick is. That is what one candlestick represents. And then when you've got a whole bunch of candlesticks, you know, all joined together and all aligned together, that's just the makeup of price, you know. That's how you read the charts. That's how you know what is going on, and that's how you understand what is going on. So I'm going to show you right now how to read the candlestick. To make this easier, I am going to change my charts. Actually, I'm not going to change it. Anyways, let's just keep it the same. So this is orange and then purple. So the orange represents, it would normally represent green, a green candlestick, which means price is going up, which means price is bullish. And then the purple will normally represent a red candlestick, which means price is bearish and price is going down. So the sellers are stronger than the buyers. So if we go to this point in time, February, excuse me, Friday the 26th of December, we can see that we have a bearish candle, and then we have a bullish candle, and then we are pretty bullish from that point onwards up until the midpoint of January 16th. Now, if I can just focus in on this area, in this specific area, we have a bullish trend. This means the buyers are stronger than the sellers. That's why price is moving up, and that's why you can see more bullish candles than you can see bearish candles. Now we're going to dive into the actual candlestick itself and how to read it. So we're going to start from this one. The bearish candles always open at the top, and the bullish candles always open at the bottom. So if I can get my zoom in tool and just zoom in, look at that, amazing. So the bullish candle closed here and the bearish candle opened here. Now when it opened, it moved up. That's why you guys can see that little wick at the top just here. We moved up, but price couldn't continue being bullish. So then it went all the way down, moved all the way down to this point, which is where the wick is right there, and then closed here. So we have an open, the body, and the close. And then of course we've got the two wicks. The wicks represent where price tried to push to, but couldn't hold. So if you see a lot of wicks in a specific area, that means that price cannot hold that point. So the price is weak. I'm going to try find an example where we can show you guys this actually occurring. So yeah, over here, This is the 4-hour time frame. We see a huge bullish candle. So we have the open, we try to push down with the wick. We have the huge body, which is lots of bullish buying strength. And then we have another candle, but we have a wick going up, another wick going up, another wick going up, another wick going up. So you guys see all these wicks in this area. This area right here, what this represents is price couldn't push past this area. So it wasn't strong enough to continue going up. That's why we see the wicks, and then we see the closes, which are very, very small. So we have candlesticks with very, very small bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks with very, very small bodies. Price is weak in that area, in that specific zone. And then after that, we have a bearish candle. So we have an open, the body, and then the close. That's why we move down. But then eventually, after price corrected itself, we then was able to move past that point. So I'm gonna draw a candlestick for you guys. So we've got this right here. I'm gonna do this red, and then this right here. I'm gonna do this green. So remember, the bearish candles, so when sellers are stronger than the buyers, we have the open at the top, and then we have the close at the bottom. The bullish candles, we have the open at the bottom, and then we have the close at the top. And then whenever you guys see a wick on the charts, all that represents is that price tried to either move lower or higher, but price couldn't actually make it past that point. So price wasn't strong enough. Either the sellers wasn't strong enough or the buyers wasn't strong enough. In this case, as the price is moving down, because we have the open here and then the close here. So price tried to move down to this point, but then we actually closed all the way up here. So the sellers weren't strong enough to continue price to move all the way down. So that's just a simple breakdown on candlesticks. So we've got the open, the body, and then the close, and then we have wicks. So this right here will represent the body. Same with this right here will represent the body. And then these lines that you see after the body, they represent wicks, which is where price tried to move to, but couldn't actually move further. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you understood it. Now, what is important is that you guys go through your charts and you just, use TradingView and try and understand candlesticks. So just go through and see, okay, on whatever time frame, you see, okay, this bearish candle, we moved down, tried to move a little bit down, but we closed here. Then we have a bullish candle, we tried to move down further, but the sellers weren't strong enough. And then the buyers pushed back up, we closed here. Same thing, so on and so forth. So just keep going through the candlesticks and train your eyes. And as you get good at it, you'll be able to see what price is actually wanting to do. So yeah, candlesticks, do your studying.